Hi, welcome to art. Before we get started with this week's lesson, I just wanted to say that sometimes when you're in art, you will be home, and sometimes when you're doing your art lesson, you'll be at school. Sometimes when you're at school, it'll be me doing the art lesson, and sometimes you might have another teacher helping out with art. But I wanted to say no matter where you are and who's helping with your art lesson, there are three really important rules. The first rule is to be safe. So you want to be really safe with your body and safe with the materials. If we're using scissors, you need to be safe with the scissors. And you want to be kind. You want to make sure that you are speaking in a kind way and treating yourself in a kind way, and you think positive about how your art is going, and you talk in a positive way about how other people's artwork is coming out, and you're kind to your teachers. Whether it's me or a different teacher, the expectations are the same. Always be safe and kind. Now, the third rule is participate. Now, that's a word that means that you are part of what we're doing in art. So you would notice in this word participate, the first four letters of the word make the word part. It spells the word part. So you're going to be part of what we're doing. If we're all listening to a video or watching a video, you're going to be part of that. If we're all sharing ideas, you're going to be part of that. And so we want you to participate in the listening and the idea making, and also participate in making the actual artwork, the drawing or the painting. So those are the three rules in art. Now, for our lesson today, we're going to talk more about shape and how artists always use shape for drawings and paintings. Shape is part of what makes the art come together. It's how you build a drawing or build a painting, by putting shapes together. So there's a famous artist named Henry Rousseau, and you'll see his artwork in this slideshow this week. Henry Rousseau is a French painter. He didn't start painting until he was 40, and he didn't get famous for painting until later in life. But he taught himself how to paint. He didn't go to school to learn how to paint. He didn't go to college for a painting degree. He taught himself how to paint, and he's considered a post-impressionist. And he did these kind of cool paintings of animals in the jungle. So today, I'm going to give you some examples of how to draw animals in the jungle using shapes. So the first one I'm going to start with is a giraffe. The other ones are on the slides in step-by-step worksheets. So you can pick any animal you want, draw, and then color. Make sure you take a picture of your animal and post it online so I can see it. Okay, let's get started. So for a giraffe, I am going to start with a rectangle. Okay? This is just a basic rectangle. I'm going to leave a little space here because I'm working with marker, and you'll see why. The next thing we're going to remember is that giraffe has a really long neck, and it comes to a skinnier part near the head, a wider part near the body. Then the head is sort of a triangle. It's pointier at the nose and bigger back by the ears. The ears I'm going to sort of make like a half circle because giraffe ears are usually like softer and not so spiky, but sometimes they're up. Now these horns of the giraffe, I'm just going to do lines with circles at the end. And then for the legs, this leg I'm going to do something fancy called overlapping. It's just another triangle, but it's overlapping the rectangle. It means it's a little bit on top or in front of. This one I'm going to do so it looks like it's sort of behind. This one I'm going to do like bigger, and this one, because it's behind, it seems like it's a little bit smaller. Now for the tail, I'm going to do just a few lines, and then I'm going to remember, circle for the eye, and I'm going to remember these sort of like square or rectangle patterns that make the fur of the giraffe. Okay, so now I'm getting a giraffe just out of basic shapes. Now, you might want to do a basic, big, gigantic letter Y, because giraffes are always near trees. They eat the leaves off the tops of the trees. So you might want to do kind of some tree branches so the giraffe could walk over and eat some of these leaves. So the leaves are sort of like football shape. You do a curve this way, sort of like a rainbow, a curve this way, sort of like a smiley face. So rainbow, smiley face, maybe a line in the middle. So we'll get some leaves on the trees. Now, there's something called the horizon line that I think you know about. It's where the sky meets the earth, and it's just this line where the two things meet. So behind the tree, I'll stop. I won't go in front of the tree. Behind the giraffe, I'll stop, and I won't go in front of the giraffe. I'm going to make a horizon line. Sky is here, grass is here. This is called the foreground. This is called the background. So I have some basic ideas. Now, I could do like some little bunches of grass. I could add a lot of things, like from last week. Butterflies, birds, other trees. You already have those skills ready for you. Now, you might want to color in the giraffe with some yellow. You might want to color in the spots with some tan. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm coloring in I might want to make the grass kind of a green color, and I could get that in there. I know it's a little hard to see in the video. Look at the drawings, the examples in the slideshow, and make sure you take a picture with your webcam and put it up on your online classroom so I can see it. All right, thanks. Have fun.